sin. 3 times the Buddha reprimanded Kokalika in this way, and 3 times Kokalika did not believe him. Rising up from his seat, he went away. When he went back to his cell, pustules appeared on his body. The size of a grain of mustard seed. At first they grew bigger and bigger to the size of a bean, a jujube, a mango. When they were as large as a bilva fruit, they exploded all together like a blazing mass. With tears and cries, Kokalika died that very night and went to the Lianhatu hell. During the night, a Brahmadeva went to the Buddha to say, Kokalika has died. Another Brahmadeva said, he has fallen into the great Padmaniraya. When the night had passed, the Buddha asked a community to assemble and said, do you want to know how long is the life in the hell where Kokalika has fallen? The bhiksus answered, we would joyfully learn it. The Buddha answered, if there were 60 measures of sesame seeds and a man came every 100 years and removed 1 sesame seed, these measures would be exhausted before the stay in the Feuto hell would be ended. 20 stays in the Arbuda equal 1 stay in the Nilo Feuto hell. 20 stays in the Nirabuddha hell equals 1 stay in the Alolo hell. 20 stays in the Atata hell equals 1 stay in the Apopo hell. 20 stays in the Hahava hell equals 1 stay in the Hyau hell. 20 stays in the Huhuva hell equals 1 stay in the Ngeo Upolo hell. 20 stays in the Utpala hell equal 1 stay in the Fentolikia hell. 20 stays in the Pandrika hell equals 1 stay in the Mohopotiaumo hell. Kokalika has fallen into the Mahapadma hell. His great tongue has been stretched out and nailed to the ground with 100 spikes. 500 plows are plowing it. Then the Buddha spoke these stanzas. At man's birth, an axe is put into his mouth with which he cuts himself when he speaks wrong words. When he praises that which deserves blame, when he blames that which deserves praise, he accumulates sins by way of his mouth and will never see happiness. If he is reborn in the Arbuda, for 36 and 5 more existences, he will undergo the poison of sufferings. With his mind fixed in wrong views, he struggles against the words of the saints, like a bamboo breaking up its own shape as soon as it produces its fruit. If by consciously nourishing defamatory suspicions in this way, one ends up by persuading oneself, it is just the same as a lie. And the liar ends up by not trusting the words of the Buddha. He will suffer the punishments we have spoken of. This is why one should not lie. Exhortations to Rahula. When Loheulo was a child, he was careless about his speech. When the Buddha was present and someone came to ask Rahula, is the Buddha here? Rahula answered mischievously, he is not here. When the Buddha was absent and someone asked Rahula, is the Bhagavad here? He answered mischievously, the Buddha is here. Some people reported this to the Buddha, who said to Rahula, go and get some water in a basin and wash my feet. When Rahula had washed his feet, the Buddha said to him, put a cork in the basin. Rahula obeyed this order and put a cork in the basin. The Buddha said, pour out the water. When Rahula had emptied the water, he asked him, has the water come out? Rahula answered, it has not come out. Then the Buddha said to Rahula, in those who have no shame, falsehood empties the mind and the elements of the path cannot penetrate it. It is the same here. As the Buddha said, falsehood has 10 punishments. What are these 10? 1. The mouth has a foul odor. 2. The good deities avoid the liar. The Amanasius use him as their messenger. 3. Even when he tells the truth, people do not believe him. 4. He never takes part in the counsels of the wise. 5. He always meets with criticism and his bad reputation spreads everywhere. 6. People have no respect for him, and even if he has some authority, nobody obeys him. 7. He is always sad. 8. He plants karmic causes and conditions which will merit his being criticized. 9. At the dissolution of the body at the end of life, he will fall into the hells. 10. If he is reborn among men, he will always suffer criticism. Not committing all these lies is to abstain from falsehood, and this is called the proper discipline of speech. V. Abstention from liquor. 1. Various kinds of drinks. Not to drink wine. There are 3 kinds of wine. I. Cereal wine. E. Fruit wine. E. Herb wine. Fruit wine. Grapes, berries of the Aletheia tree, and other similar fruits give fruit wine. Herb wine. Any herb mixed with rice flour or sugarcane juice can change it into wine. Also the wine derived from the milk of hoofed animals. Any fermented milk can give wine. Briefly, liquors dry or wet, clear or cloudy, that cause excitation or weakness in the human mind are called wine. They should not be consumed, and this is what is called abstaining from liquor. Question. Wine can combat cold, strengthen the body and rejoice the mind. Why not drink it? Answer. The benefits of wine for the body are very rare, but the damages are very numerous. This is why it should not be drunk. Wine is like excellent food into which poison has been mixed. What are these poisons? 2. Disadvantages of liquor. As the Buddha said to the upasaka in Antikyia, wine has 35 disadvantages. What are these 35? 1. In the present lifetime, wealth is exhausted. Why? When one drinks wine and becomes intoxicated, the mind loses any moderation and one spends without reckoning. 2. Drink is the door to all illnesses. 3. It is a source of quarreling and disputes. 4. The drunkard is not ashamed of being seen naked. 5. He has a bad name, bad reputation, and is not respected by people. 6. Drink ruins knowledge. 7. The drunkard does not get the good things that he should obtain, and he loses those that he has already obtained. 8. He tells people all his secrets. 9. He misses all kinds of business and realizes nothing. 10. Drunkenness is a source of grief. Why? Drunkenness involves many lapses, and when one awakens, there is shame, confusion, sadness and grief. 11. Physical strength progressively diminishes. 12. Beauty changes. 13. The drunkard no longer respects his father. 14. He does not respect his mother. 15. He does not respect monastics. 16. He does not respect brahmanas. 17. He does not respect his uncles or old people. Why? Because, in his grief and the troubles of drunkenness, he no longer makes distinctions. 18. He no longer venerates the Buddha. 19. He no longer respects the Dharma.